Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, beta. Open your camera.
Yes, ma'am. Opening the file.
Bonjour, ma'am.
Bonjour.
Ma'am, what we will do today?
We will start. We've already started the next chapter, so we are going to do that.
Ma'am, what is the name of the chapter?
The name of the chapter is Compton Ensemble.
Okay,
Let's
ma'am.
on the
Ma'am, what is...
Compton Ensemble. Children, is my video on?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Ma'am, but ma'am, I'm not able to see you.
Even I am not able to see myself because my wall is blank. Shatakshi, can you see me?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am, it's coming black.
Blank.
But in participation, it's showing that your video was on.
Okay, now it's fine. Now can you see me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
what is the meaning of this chapter name?
Compton ensemble means let's count together. Ensemble means together. And Compton,
Ma'am,
I'll tell you what it means, how it means let us count. I'll tell you that.
Ma'am, I know the
ma'am, in
French
last class you have
numbers
done
count
the
together.
You know
pronunciation.
some of
One
the
is
French
called
numbers.
Yes, ma'am. In holidays, I have started.
It's called Yes, we
Oh,
already have done. See, Shatakshi is showing us. We've already started this chapter.
yes.
Ma'am, I have learned the alphabets pronunciation in
Yes.
French.
In your previous class, last week, I made you write alphabets, English alphabets, and their French pronunciation. We started with that. And we also, Shatakshi, I think we did accents also. 2 accents maybe?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, we
Yes,
did all
ma'am.
the
I'm all the essence.
How many of you were not there in the class, in the previous class?
In the previous class, ma'am, because I'm not well of the in UTs, I was not well properly, so that's why I'm not attended all the classes.
All right. So, beta, you'll have to go through the recording of the previous class. It was already shared. So, you'll see the recording. Now, let's move
Ma'am,
ahead. Yes?
ma'am, on YouTube or Telegram?
On YouTube. I put it on YouTube. Okay. Now, let's. What?
Ma'am, today
Ma'am, can you post
from
it
26
again?
page number.
Okay, beta. I'll post it again. Now, today, let's start with the accents. I already did accents last week, but I'll revise it once again. Let's just quickly revise the
Okay, ma'am.
accents.
Ma'am, chapter Leon 2.
Leçon de. It is
Leçon
called
de.
leçon de. Leçon de Compton ensemble.
Okay.
Compton ensemble. Now, Compton. The word Compton comes from the word compter. Compter is a verb, er ending verb, which means to count. And when I remove this er from here and put ons, it means I'm talking about us. So it becomes let us count. The whole word means let us count. Is that clear? Write it. Everybody write it. Whatever I will write in the class, you have to write in your copy. Then, now what we are going to count here in this chapter, we are going to count numbers. We are going to learn numbers. We'll start with the basics. That is the alphabets. We'll also do alphabets, we'll do numbers, and a very basic thing, that is accent. Now what is accent? Accent is, in English we call it accents. In French, what do we call it? We call it les accents. LES, it's les accents.
Ma'am, one second, please. Previous one, ma'am, one last word has been left by me.
Let us count. Which last word was left? What have you
Ma'am,
written?
ma'am, after the word, it is count.
Yes, let us count. Let us count. And ensemble means together. This word ensemble means together. Okay? Now, what are accents? Accents are like, in Hindi we have matras, right? Now you know how you have to read this word and how you have to read this word. Although they look very similar, but when we pronounce them, what is the difference? There is the difference of this one matra, isn't it? Right? Similarly, in French, if I put it like this, okay, let's not talk about A. If I put it like this, good morning, Beta.
Ma'am, due to connection, it's raining. That's why the connection is very good today.
I can't understand, Parth. What are you saying?
Ma'am, due to raining season, ma'am, my network is very low.
Okay, due to rainy season. Okay, very good. Now your network is fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sit down.
Ma'am, I have-
Sit down quietly and listen to what I'm teaching. We are learning accents. Accents are like matras used in Hindi. In French, we have accents that we use. Now, on letter E, if you have this accent, this is called accent grave, and this is called accent aigu. So both these accents make the pronunciation of this letter E different from each other. Now, what do we say? The first accent that we learn in French is accent aigu. Accent aigu, that is denoted by this symbol, and it comes on letter E. It is placed only on letter E. And what pronunciation it brings to letter E? It brings the pronunciation of A or A. A say A. Okay? Just a minute, children. Yes, this is A. Now suppose there is a word and this accent comes on both the E's. Now how we are going to pronounce? How we are going to pronounce this word? Just try it out. B-E-B-E.
Ma'am, what?
Babe. Ma'am, babe.
No, both the E's will be pronounced as A. So the pronunciation, yes, very good. The pronunciation goes bebe. Okay? The
Excuse me, ma'am.
pronunciation is bebe. Yes.
Ma'am, anyone mic sound is
I think it's only my mic. My mic is only on. What do you get to hear? You get to hear some hammer sounds. So
Yes,
that is
ma'am.
going on in my house only. Some construction work is going on. Okay. Yes. Say beta, anybody, you want to ask anything?
Yes, ma'am. In the previous class, we have done this in the notebook. So again, I have to do this.
No beta, you don't have to write it again. I'm just revising it for the ones who were not there in the class, because this is a very important part for your reading. You must know all these accents when you read French language. Yes. Next. Any other thing you want to ask? So this is accent aigu. What do we say? We say it accent. Accent aigu.
Axo,
Comes only on letter E. Now,
Actually.
yes,
axo, argue.
very good. Now let us move on to the next accent.
Ma'am, in this we are sounding with our nose.
No, baby, it's A. E becomes, the pronunciation of E becomes A.
Axo, argue.
Accent aigu. Accent aigu. Okay, then next we have accent grave. Now, what is this graph denoted by? Graph is denoted by this symbol. It is exactly the opposite of accent aigu. And this symbol also appears on A, E, and U. It comes like this. When placed on A and U, it does not bring any change in the sound. But when it is placed on letter E, the pronunciation changes. What it becomes? It becomes air. Like in Hindi also we have A and air. In French, this is air. Now we call this
Pere.
no,
Pere.
no. Why pere? There is nothing on this E. So this E will be silent. We are only going to consider this E. Why? Because there is a sound given on it. Now what sound is given? Tell me.
Pere.
Pear. Very good. It is pronounced as pear. Pear means father. This is mare. Mare means mother.
Mother.
Pear and mare. And when it appears
Ma'am,
on
pere means
father, pear is father, mare is mother. And when it comes on A and U, it does not impact the pronunciation. It is pronounced as it is. One more thing, children. There is a word in French, O-U, ou. And there is another word, O-U, ou, with accent grave on U. Now there's a difference between both these words. Sorry, both these words. The first one means or. And when we have accent on U here in this word, it means where.
Ma'am, we have to write this.
Yes?
Ma'am, we have to write this.
You have to write this. Yes, write it, beta. It's a very good example.
Ma'am, I have written.
Done? Can I erase it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Coming
Ma'am,
on,
I'm writing with you only.
coming on to the next part. The next accent is
circumflex.
circumflex brings no impact to any sound. Circumflex. It does not change the sound of any vowel it is placed on. Okay? It is placed on how many vowels? It is placed on all the vowels. A-E-I-O-U, and the symbol is denoted by, this is the symbol. Is that fine?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, it's on in every vowel.
Every vowel, yes.
E, E.
Now, this word is going to be pronounced as theft. It is theft. It appears on I, it will be pronounced as boat. No major change in any pronunciation. Then, coming on to the fourth accent, that is accent cédille. Cedille. Now, cédille is denoted by the symbol. It is a hook like a symbol, hook kind of a symbol. It is a hook kind of a symbol which comes only and only on letter C. It doesn't come on, it comes under. Okay, I'm sorry. It comes only under letter C. Like for example, look at the board, the top of the board. What I have written? Leçon. Leçon de. So it appears under letter C over here. Now what impact it brings to the pronunciation? It makes the sound.
Pronunciation will be S. Leon.
Yes, sir. Leçon. It brings sir sound to our letter C. Otherwise, if you see, if we have learned words like come on, right? So we don't say summer. Do we say summer? Why? C is pronounced as sk. But if we have this accent placed in any word under C, we are going to pronounce it as s. Like garçon. Garçon is a boy. We have learned it. We've done the word before. Garçon.
And C is S.
Yes,
now.
ma'am.
It is
Yes.
pronouncing like S.
Then the next and the last is trema. The fifth accent is trema.
Ma'am, in this you have told that all the words are separately pronounced.
All the
Like
vowels,
Noel.
all the vowels will be pronounced separately. Like for example, it appears, sorry, the symbol is this, and it comes on E, I, and U. It doesn't come on A, it doesn't come on O. It comes on E, I, and U. And how the word is pronounced? Like the word is Noel. We'll put it on E and it comes, the pronunciation goes Noel. Noel. We are going to give
Noel.
sound of both the vowels. Okay? Like there is a word maize. M-A-I-S. So we pronounce it as mice.
Mice.
Mice. Okay, mice.
Nice.
A's and I's sounds are, you can distinguish both the sounds in one word. But see, there is a word, I'll give you an example. Like I said, lesson, which chapter is this? Lesson 2. So what we do, we write 2 as D-E-U-X. Now here, we don't say dew. Do we say dew? No. Lesson the. Why? Because there is no trema given. So we need not pronounce them individually. Is that clear? Only when a trema is placed, both the vowels have to be given their individual sounds. I hope all the accents are clear to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Now moving on to the next part of this chapter. Now, okay, children, all of us did these alphabets in the previous class. Now,
Yes,
one by
ma'am.
one, what you will do is you are going to spell your names. Suppose if I spell my name, how will I pronounce? How will I pronounce the first alphabet? N. Ash. Ah. Okay. N A Ash A is the spelling of my name in French. If I call out my surname, how will I pronounce it? P-A-H-W-A. I will not say P-A-H-W-A. Yes. What am
That is
I
very
going to say? Pay. What is P? Pay. P-A-H-W-A. W is W. Double V. V is called way and W is called W. Two V's together.
Ma'am, how I will pronounce my name? I don't know.
Okay, Vidushi. Let's pronounce Vidushi. V-I-D-U-S-H-I is your English pronunciation, right?
Yes,
Now your
ma'am.
pronunciation goes Ve, E, De, U, S, Ash, E. Now everybody will try to pronounce her name or his name and all of you are going to speak before me. Okay, hurry up and write your names and tell me the pronunciation.
Ma'am, please write the spelling.
Ve, E, De, U, S, Ash, E. Now Vidushi.
They do S Ash.
Okay, okay, listen children, listen. What is ABCD in French? A letter. Letter A is called A. Vidushi, you have your book? Children,
Yes,
all
ma'am.
of you have your books? Yes. Open
Yes, ma'am.
number 25. On page number 25, we have these alphabets and their pronunciation given. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, everybody go through these alphabets. Letter A is called A. Letter B is called Bay. You can see with that
And can I
accent,
have
it is written B with E and accent is placed over it. So it becomes Bay. Then say, they, E,
Ma'am, I found my spelling. They,
Ma'am, I have done.
they,
Ma'am, can I tell my name?
they, E, I, S, S, Ash, E.
Yes. Okay, Shalima, can you tell me the spelling of your name, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, beta, tell.
Ma'am, S Ash A L E M A.
Very nice, very good. Shatakshi, let's begin with you now.
Okay, ma'am. S S
No,
A
Ash,
T
S,
A
Ash. Then
S A T A K
Te,
is S
Ash and E. Okay. Shrey Kakkar. Shrey, open your camera, beta. Shrey, Parth, Ashwin, Sanidhya, everybody open your cameras. Only these three girls
Yes,
are there
ma'am.
in my class. Nobody else. Shrey, what is the spelling of your name? Shrey.
Ma'am, may I go to drink water?
Yes, beta, go. Shrey, beta, are you listening to me? Just try out and speak the alphabets of your name.
Ma'am, I can't read alphabets of my name.
You can't see. Where do you want to see them?
Ma'am, I can't read.
Why can't you read? What is letter S in French? Letter S in French is, okay, in English, how will you spell your name? Tell me the spelling of your name.
Ma'am, Shrey.
S-H-R-E-Y. Now, what is S called in French? S is called S, right? What is H called?
Yes, ma'am.
What is H called? Shatakshi and Shalima just pronounced their names.
Ash. Ma'am, Ash.
Ash. It is pronounced as Ash. Then what is R? R is air. Air. E-double-R-E is the pronunciation. Air. What is E?
Ma'am, E means
O. E is O.
O.
Then Y. What is Y, beta? Y is
Ma'am,
E.
Egret.
Very nice.
Ma'am, Egret.
Y is egret. Egret. So the spelling goes S-R, S-Ash-R, egret. Okay? Anyone else wants to pronounce his name? Spell
I
his
want to
name, I
pronounce.
mean. Okay, you want to spell your
I
name?
want
Yes, tell.
V E D I
U, U. U is U.
U S Ash E.
Very nice. Vidushi. That goes Vidushi. Good. Now, let's move on to the next part. But before moving, I want to know why Pranjal, Sanidhe, Muhammad, Ashwin and Vansh are sitting with their cameras off. I just want to know about you students. Hurry up and open your cameras. Vansh Mahajan, what is wrong with you today? Then, coming on to the next thing we have on page number 27, another very important part of this chapter. Now, if I want to say I teach French. Okay, my sentence is I teach French. You all learn French. Okay, you learn French. Then he learns French or she learns French. We all study in one class. We all study in one class. You all listen to the teacher carefully. And the next is they. Now, they is also divided into two, masculine and feminine. Okay, now how do I say all these? What are all these? I, you, he, she, we, they. They are all subject pronouns. You know what pronouns are? Pronouns?
Yes.
Yes, what are pronouns?
Ma'am, may I tell?
Yes, anybody can tell.
Ma'am, pronouns are the words which are used at the place of nouns.
Yes, pronouns are used in place of nouns. Now, suppose I want to say Shatakshi wears a headphone. Okay? How will you replace this Shatakshi? With which pronoun are you going to replace it?
Ma'am,
Yes,
she.
Ma'am, can I?
she. Okay, she.
Ma'am, she.
If I want
And
to
when I
say,
this is I.
yes,
Ma'am, in French we will call LA.
I.
LA.
L. Oh. Next, if I want to say Parth and Vansh are sitting with their cameras off. Now I'm talking about two people, Parth and Vansh. Which subject?
Ma'am,
Very nice. I'll be
They.
using they for them because I'm talking about two of them. Okay? But in French, I'll tell you now there are two different days. ILS is used for boys and ELLES is used for girls. Boys they and girls they. Okay? Fine? Similarly, if I want to say, okay, let's come on to now what these subject pronouns are called in French. I is called as je. You is called as, first everybody see here on the board. I'll give you time to write. You is called tu. Suppose I'm talking to one person, just one person. I'm talking to Shalima. I'll address her as tu. Okay, if I'm talking to Vidushi, I'll address her as tu. But if I'm talking to all of you as one, like all of you children, take out your books. You need to open your cameras. Then that goes with this one, VOUS. Tu is singular. What is tu? Tu is used for singular hue, while VOUS is used for plural hue. Okay? It is used for plural. And one more thing. If you people want to talk to me, if you people want to address me or somebody elder to you or someone who is in a formal relation with you will call that singular person also as VOUS. VOUS. Okay, it will be VOUS. You're not going to say anyone who is elder to you as tu. Like in Hindi, we know the difference between where to use, whom to use, tu with tu kaisa hai, tu kaisi hai, and where to use aap kaise ho. Right? We know that difference. So this is the same difference in French. Is that clear?
In so to a elder we will say vows,
VOUS.
and to
VOUS.
a friend or any relative which is smaller to us or of our age, we will say him tu.
Yes. But you will only say when you're talking to your cousin or anybody who is elder to you and is singular. If suppose you're talking to your siblings who are younger to you, but you're talking to more than one sibling of yours, then you will use gu. Gu is used in case of plural also and in formal relation also. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
Then
ma'am.
he and she. He is called il and she is called elle. Fine. Now, what is we called in French? We is called nous. Then I told you, you again is called VOUS. And in the end, if I want to talk about masculine they, I will say ILS, and feminine they will be ELLES. Now, everybody take out your copies and write it in your copy.
Ma'am, done.
Everyone has done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then coming, can I raise the board, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, coming to the next part of this chapter is numbers that we are supposed to
Numbers.
count. Okay. Now, what are
Okay,
numbers
ma'am.
called? Numbers in French is called les nombres. Les nombres. or it is also called les chiffres. Chiffre means digits. Les chiffres.
Ma'am, les cheese.
Chiffre. CHIFFRES. Yes. Les chiffres. Yes. Les chiffres.
Les cheese.
Now let's do numbers from one.
Called
What?
ma'am. And the first alphabet was les nombres.
Les nombres. Les nombres ou les chiffres. The numbers or the numbers. The digits. We are going to learn digits. Now, let's do numbers from 1 to 10 because very less time is left. What is number 1 called? Everybody look up here on the board. Please don't write. Let me finish and then you will write it. Okay? The, trois. Pay attention to the pronunciation. The, trois, quatre. Quatre, cinq, six, then sept, P is silent. Sept, huit, and the last, neuf. N-E-U-F. Now see, here also E and U are coming together. But we don't say neuf. Why? Because there is no tremor. And then the last number is this. Like six, it is this. Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, sept, huit, neuf, and this. Okay, now write it in your copy and then all of you will pronounce these numbers. We'll call out these numbers.
Ma'am, done. Ma'am,
Yes.
one is called U.
It is called
Second is called
the.
Second
The.
is two is called
The.
third. The third is called tros.
Trois. No,
Fourth
it is called trois.
Qua. Five is called scheme.
Quatre. It's called quatre.
Quatre. Quatre. Six is called C.
No. Then why have you eaten up 5? Why have you left 5, beta? Number 5.
Five is called kin.
Sang. It is called sang.
Cat.
Sang. C-I-N-Q. Sang.
Sant.
Yes.
Six is called Sai.
Seas. 6 is called seas.
Seas. Seven is called Sit.
Yes.
Eight is called
Wheat. It is called wheat. It's not her. Her sound is not there. It is called wheat.
Eight is called. Nine is called Nef.
Nerf.
Nerf. 10 is called Ducks.
This.
Dicks.
This. Okay. Again, just listen to the pronunciation. Next week, all of you are going to speak. Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, set with nerve and these.
Okay, ma'am.
Done? Any doubt in today's session?
No, ma'am.
Okay, very
No,
nice. So
ma'am.
let's end the session here. Bye to all of you.
Okay, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.